Boom. You got to drop in knowledge.
Drop in knowledge for us right now.
Oh, you powerful Nook.
Well, my Nook died, but that's okay. There are a couple of things I wanted to present to you. So this guy did this study on a donation box. And this is kind of how psychology works. A donation box to give, to help people who need books. And thank you for holding me. Thank you for holding my hand. I feel like they find it
Isn't it
very
weird?
Yeah, I don't like when you grab me because you have big kind of palms and I got some skinny
Skin
wrists.
feels old.
I got some skinny wrists.
I feel like my grandpa.
It's not responding.
I feel like my grandpa.
My skin's not responding to your touch.
He's in a coffin.
Because the cells are breaking down.
Yeah, it's just like this is how I imagine. What's her name? Zara?
Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Gabor.
Oh, darling. Thank you, darling.
All right, carry on with your drum.
They put out boxes to see who would give the most money. Okay. And it goes like this. And I want you guys to guess what box took in the most money. One box said donations. Anything you give helps. Donations greatly appreciated. Every dollar counts. Every penny counts.
So are those separate boxes? Every dollar,
all separate
every penny?
boxes. Also exactly identical boxes. All separate boxes.
I'd say every penny counts.
What would you say?
Every dollar.
What would you say? Every penny. Every penny. You guys are right. Every penny. And the reason is because when you say every dollar, it feels like I got to give.
Much.
Yeah, it's a little too much. And
everyone has some change.
When people say,
"Yeah,
penny," you go, "You know what? I'm a big spender. Here's $1, motherfuckers. I'm going to give you 100 pennies."
Yeah.
And when you frame it that way, so what color? Then they did the colors on the boxes: blue, purple, white, red. What color do you think got the most money?
White.
What would you say?
Purple.
I'm wrong. Purple. Red. And they think because red signals
love,
urgency.
Ah,
it's kind of weird. So now they do these really weird studies. I'm talking about like vast studies where they'll drop like thousands of wallets, down. And so they took this wallet and they said, let's see what wallet gets returned. So they took the wallets and 42% of all the wallets that they dropped were returned. Not bad. 42%.
Not bad.
And
not great.
Not great, but not bad. Now, but then they said, let's put some pictures in the wallets.
Oh, this one's easy.
All right. So they got a picture of a dog, a puppy. They got a picture of a family. They got a picture of an elderly couple. They got a picture of a loving couple. And then they got a picture of a smiling baby. Which one do you think was returned?
People love dogs and babies. It's one of those two. The elderly couple, I'm like, they've had a good life. I'm going to keep this wallet.
Yeah. Puppy or baby? What do you think?
I don't know why I'm thinking an old couple. It just seems like, I feel bad.
Fuck no.
Old couple.
Is it? I say puppy.
Puppy. So it's
Dogs.
baby.
Puppy or babies, I was saying.
All the rest are like 8% return, 9% return. But the baby evolutionarily gets to our brain, Now, then they did another fucking crazy study. So when you have a problem, right, you're something's traumatic in your life. So a lot of times you'll talk to people, and that helps when you talk to somebody, okay? But there's something else that helps even more. Do you know what it is? And it involves just yourself and
when
nobody
you
else.
physically touch them. Hugs.
No, I'm saying, so this is something you can do for yourself on your own that helps, according to a lot of these studies, helps a great deal more than just speaking to somebody. Because speaking to somebody has a temporary effect, but apparently this other action you can do on your own gives meaning to the suffering and actually will help you contextualize and actually help you really make use of it. And it's had incredible psychological effects that are very helpful. By the way, everybody, this is all from a book called 59 Seconds. A very interesting book.
What does it be?
It's writing it down. And it's writing down exactly how you feel about it. And writing down like in a context of what you gained and what you lost from it. And writing down sort of also the idea of what you can do to make your life better because of it. And when people write shit down, apparently somehow it organizes your thoughts and allows you to figure out a way to create a linear progression from where to go. Yeah.
Like almost a blueprint.
Yeah, but I never thought of it. Keeping a diary, like keeping a really good diary of things like
That's
that.
what people say if you're willing to write down your goals, when you're 80% more likely to achieve them if you write them down.
That might make
Everyone
sense.
has goals here.
Yes.
If you actually write them down, it goes so much further.
Writing your goals down is hard when you think about, too, when you say, what if I couldn't fail and I could have anything I wanted? It forces you to confront a lot of stuff. But yeah, you're right. Writing down stuff is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's this fake thing that even Tony Robbins talks about, and he didn't know, but a lot of self-help gurus talk about. This book, 59 Seconds, is basically of a taking on the self-help industry, and there are a lot of things that we think are true that actually don't bear any scientific relevance.
Most of that
right?
self-help stuff is all smoke and mirrors.
Correct.
And people pitching it are usually, they have these crazy insecurities, and it's the only thing they could think of to make money.
And you and I always talk about that. But there's always been something that they all cite, Tony Robbins, everybody, they've always cited this great statistic, and I think it happened in the 60s. In the 60s, the 50s, whatever it was in the Yale, I think it was the graduating body of Princeton or Yale, one of these big schools. And 3% of the students had actually written down what their goals were and knew what their goals were. And when they came back 20 years later, that 3%, their net worth was worth more than the 97% of the graduating class. Turns out it's not true. Turns out nobody could find that stat. Turns out that never existed. Turns out nobody ever did that study. And you hear these things. So you just got to be really careful with studies, with experiments, and how they're published. Because a lot of times you don't know.
And self-help books in general.
Yes. I feel that way as I get older. It's like, listen, you want to get good at something, just
I'm going to listen to that guy.
Yeah.
Do research on that guy before you listen to him.
That's another really good thing to do.